Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Tisher. I am bundled up outside. It's kind of chilly this morning, but we're going to read a book for the third graders called Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. Then I have a fun activity at the end. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. But it was dark. There wasn't any moon. Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. So he drew one. And he needed something to walk on. Sidewalk. He made a long straight path so he wouldn't get lost, and he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across the field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree on it. It turned out to be an apple tree. Apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. Oh, it's a good drawer. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand was holding that purple crayon and it shook. Suddenly he realized what was happening. But by then Harold was over his head in an ocean. Oh! He came up thinking fast, and in no time he was climbing aboard a little trim boat. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed right along with him. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. The sandy beach reminded him of picnics, and he thought of picnics, and that made him hungry. He's going to have a picnic. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie, but there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make a hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought, he could see the window from his bedroom. He was tired and he felt that he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped that he could see his bedroom window from the top of that mountain. Where's his bedroom window? Climb the mountain and see. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. There wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in thin air. Still has that crayon. What's he gonna do? Luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon. He made a balloon and he grabbed onto it. Whew. And he made a basket under the big balloon, just enough to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. So he made a house with windows, and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way. The policeman pointed the way Harold was going anyway. But Harold thanked him. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in his bed. Then suddenly Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. He got in it, drew up the covers. The purple crayon dropped on the floor. Harold dropped off to sleep. The end. Now, go on a little hunt around your house. Look for purple things. I found all kinds of purple things. Even a purple kitty with stripes. And ribbons. And all kinds of things. T-shirt, crayons. I'm going to challenge you to make a collage with your purple things. So this piece of paper, our poster board. I'm going to make a little guy. Some hair. Oh, little smiley face. And voila. There's my little face. My collage. If you can see it here. Out of purple things. So happy creating. I'll post some more links for activities for this book. Hope you're having a great day. Bye, 3rd grade.